Patches Pond and the Coast Pond. That's the Tatnick Brook. And then there's the Beaver Brook, which goes underneath Newton Square and behind Flag Street School and everything. And those two merge behind the car wash on Park Avenue, which has been torn down. So you might get a good look at the merger of those two brooks. And then there's another brook that comes in from Leicester. That's called the Kettle Brook. And that meanders around through Auburn. And it comes out to the Curtis Pond right by Webster Square. And then when the Curtis Pond and the merger of the Beaver Brook and the Tatnick Brook get together right around Webster Square, then it becomes the Middle River, and it goes through all the cemeteries and behind Rotman's and all that kind of good stuff. And it goes down to here. And it used to be that there was a little outlet pipe for a brook called the Mill Brook, which has been culverted underneath the city of Worcester, and that's where the canal was when it was in the city of Worcester. So that was the Mill Brook, and there used to be an outlet pipe right by the visitor center, and when that water came out of there, then it became the mighty Blackstone. Okay, and actually DPW, from what I've been told, they pushed down the culvert even a little bit farther down by Walmart someplace, so it's technically it doesn't become the Blackstone until a little bit farther down. So.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And there's a really good book called Changes in the Land. Has anyone read Changes in the Land? I'm listening to it on Libby, and they reference, I think they reference Beaver Brook. It's written by William Cronon, C-R-O-N-O-N.
Yeah.
And just based on how things were named after their usefulness, their uses with indigenous people, and then translated into English. Yeah, sometimes. But anyway, I just want to say that because we were talking about Beaver Brook. I think it's Beaver Brook.
Yep.
And it's kind of cool that they
so
reference
that's the one that goes underneath Newton Square and underneath the Foley Stadium and down in there.
Yeah.
And so it's underground a lot. Sometimes it pops up by the Big Y. They've got it above ground when it goes down towards Park Avenue and stuff like that. Yeah. But if you went behind Flag Street School, you'd see some of the brook there too. So that's the Beaver Brook. So.
What happens to the water from like Indian Lake and Institute Pond?
So that's the Mill Brook.
Okay.
So that after it goes by Indian Lake, it's culverted and then it pops up at Institute Park.
Right.
And so then there's a spillway right by the Eighth Eyes Funeral Home and everything else like that. And then it goes back underground and it goes underneath downtown.
Okay.
And then pops up again. It's a little outlet pipe.
You can, if you stand on the deck at the visitor center, you can actually see where it comes out from under the city of Worcester and kind of where it meets the Middle River and starts where some people say the Blackstone starts.
Yeah.
It's a deck like you go up on. It's up.
Yeah,
up.
so basically, I don't know if you guys got to see the room that the movie screening is going to be in, but if you stand on the deck basically behind the projector screen, you can get a good view of it. And with all the rain we've had, it's kind of roaring right now too, so worth checking out. Yeah.
So one time I went behind the car wash on Park Avenue where the two streams merged together, the Tatnick Brook and the Beaver Brook, and one was underground, one was above ground. The one that was above ground was much warmer, so I could, on one side it was warm and on the other side it was cold. That's where the water merged.
And so is this someplace close to where those kids got lost in the